Hey there, it's Rob Knight, and I have the first of two of the new Tenba Solstice V2 bags to review. I'm going to do something a little bit differently with this particular bag. This is the 16L sling from the new Solstice V2 line, and this is a smaller bag that I might not use every day. It's something that might not be super useful to me. But as you might know from watching my previous videos, I like to review products after actually putting them through their paces and more of a real world review. To me, that's more valuable when I'm watching videos than it is to just say, well, here I took this out of the package and here's the pockets, right? So in order to give you a little real world view on this bag, I'm going to loan this bag to my sister-in-law, Jennifer Knight, who is, she photographs youth sports in North Georgia. And I think for that application, this bag is going to be absolutely perfect. When she's on the sidelines for soccer or basketball, she's usually got her camera with a 70-200 2.8 and then one spare lens on her. So to that end, I think this bag would be perfect because the inside of the sling will easily hold the camera with the 70-200 attached and one extra lens. And since it's a sling bag, I think it'll be great for her to use when she's on the sidelines. She can basically throw this over her shoulder, wear it like a backpack. But the beauty of a sling bag is then when you need to access your gear, you can just flip it around in front of you and then open it up and get to your gear, get to your batteries, whatever it is you need to change. So I think that's going to be perfect for her. So we're going to take this bag to the field and let her try it out and get her opinion of it a little bit later. But in the meantime, let me go over some features of this bag. If you've used the Solstice bags before, you'll know that it was a really lightweight line of bags that seemed like they were geared towards outdoor photographers. I used the regular backpack and really enjoyed it. And at the time, it was one of the few backpacks that actually opened from the back side, so that when you took the backpack off, you could actually spin it around if you had the waist belt attached. And then sort of get into it almost like a mobile desk, right? I really enjoyed that about the Solstice line, but the material seemed not flimsy, but since it was so lightweight, it just didn't feel as tough as some of the other, like the Axis line or the Rhodey backpacks. The new material on the Solstice V2 line is a huge step up. It feels more like those, like Patagonia makes those backpacks that almost feel like rubber. And that's the sense that you get from this material on the outside. I wouldn't worry about taking this out in the rain at all. It is, according to Tenba, it is a weatherproof material, weather resistant, I'll say. And it does come with the full rain cover as well. If you're out in a real downpour, I think that would be really handy. And going around the outside of the bag, it has an expandable pocket here on the side where you could put a water bottle there. You could lash, again, for a sports photographer, you could lash your monopod here or a small tripod. That would be no problem. And something interesting about the new Solstice bags is they have these clips, these straps that you can actually move around. So you can see on the back of the bag, you've got these loops here. So I can move this strap onto the back of the bag, and there's actually another one of these little straps in the bag. So you could strap a jacket on here or something like that, which makes it a little more flexible to configure it how you might use it. And the beauty of that is then when you're wearing the sling bag, you've got access to your monopod, your jacket, your water bottle, or whatever. And that's kind of unusual in my experience for a sling bag. Usually sling bag is what it is, and there's not a lot of modularity to it. And in terms of modularity, you've got a little MOLLE strap here, so if you wanted to put a memory card wallet or a battery holder for easy access, you could. So that's great. It has Tenba's rubberized bottom on it, so you're not worried about putting it down in a puddle or something like that. And continuing one trend that Tenba has done for years, which I've always appreciated, is there's handles all over it. And that may seem trivial, but let's say you need to put this thing in an overhead compartment on an airplane. Whichever way you end up sticking it into the overhead compartment, you're going to have a handle to grab on the outside. This also makes it easier when you're wearing the bag, like a sling bag. You can just reach back and grab the handle, and it makes it really easy to pull the bag around to the front of you while you're wearing it. Both handles are very simple. They're not padded like some of the, maybe the Axis V2. All those handles are padded, but they're generally heavier bags that are geared towards carrying more equipment. And this, you get the sense that it's all built around lightweight and ease of use. The back panel even has molded foam in there, but it also feels very lightweight. It's not, nothing about this feels sort of over-engineered or overdone. The one shoulder strap here has a little strap so that you can clip a microphone or you know, even a GoPro camera or something like that, just so you don't have to kind of pinch your mic onto the side of the strap. I think that's really convenient. And I'm going to put it on and demonstrate what this little strap does. Okay, so now I'm wearing the sling bag. It really only goes one way. That's one thing that you have to get used to when you get a new sling bag. You have to put your right arm through it and put it over your head. That's the only way it goes. There's no reconfiguring the strap, so you just have to get that. As far as workflow goes, you just have to get used to that. On the strap, there's an adjustable loop that will slide up and down, kind of like the sternum straps if you're used to adjusting that on other Tenba bags. And then this other strap here, you don't have to have it on, but when you're going to be wearing this, say on a bicycle, or if you're going to be hiking or running around, you can take this extra strap. I'll adjust this down a little bit and just reach back and pull it around your body. And now it's basically held in place so that this sling bag is not going anywhere. It feels very secure. It really feels more like wearing a backpack than a sling bag. And when you are wearing the bag, it sits more upright than other sling bags that I've tried, and I really appreciate that. So then when you're ready to use the bag, you just unhook this, pull it around, and then you've got all your gear right here. You can open it up and get into every pocket in the bag while you're still wearing the bag. This is another reason I think this is going to be great for the youth sports, for example, just so you can get into anything in the bag. It's got interior pockets, like all the new V2 Tenba bags. It has a pocket for an AirTag or a GPS tracker. It has another pocket on the side. It's actually on the back of the bag that you can easily get into while you're wearing the bag as well. Workflow wise, it's great as far as usability, and it really feels like a next generation type of a sling bag that's born from Tenba taking feedback from users of their other sling bags and then adding a lot of great features to this bag. As I've said before, I'm not much of a sling bag kind of a guy. I've usually got either maybe one camera and an extra lens, and I wouldn't want a bag this big. I might carry a shoulder bag or something like that. Or I've got the kitchen sink and I'm going to Costa Rica to teach a photo workshop or to just photograph wildlife, and I need a backpack that's big enough to carry my big Sigma 60 to 600 millimeter lens. Although this bag in particular has enough room for a camera with a Sony 200 to 600 millimeter lens attached, which is amazing for a sling bag. But if I'm out shooting with my long lens, it's in my hand, so I don't really need a bag that I can quickly deploy that lens usually. Normally I will just carry the camera, the lens on the camera, and then if I'm packing it in or traveling with it, then I put it in the backpack. All that to say, let's head out to the soccer field and we'll give this bag to my sister-in-law, see what she thinks about it, let her actually use the bag in a way that might be a little more helpful to you than just me talking about it. So let's check it out. We're here in Gainesville, Georgia at Johnson High School, home of the Knights, like me, Rob Knight, and this is my sister-in-law, Jennifer Knight. Jen is going to be trying out the new Solstice 16L version 2 bag for us, and like I said earlier, this is a bag that I think you're really going to get a lot more out of than I would, just the way that you shoot. So tell me what you were using before you put all your gear into the Solstice today.
Before I had a Canon backpack. It was a full-size backpack that would carry what I needed and a lot more things that I didn't need. And I honestly would carry it to location, but never wore it during shooting or on the field or anything because of the weight and just the extra things in it that I honestly didn't need, but was always afraid of not having what I needed.
Right, and that's the important thing, and I think it's something that a sling bag is really great at. It's not only that you have all your things, but it's really easy to get those things out.
Yes.
Right? Do you find that with this setup just off the bat?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can see like the style of it. It's got the sling back across here, but then you can also just disconnect this and it very easily comes right here. I open it up. I've got my camera, my extra lenses, my extra batteries right here on hand. I can flip it right out and go. Nice.
And I think the waterproof nature of this makes this extremely useful for you too, because today it's a little bit overcast. There's a chance of rain, might be sunny, might not be, but I think with a bag like this, you're not going to be too concerned about, you know, where you leave your camera bag. You can wear it, get a little rain on it, it's not going to be the end of the world. Plus it has the rain cover as well, right?
Right, absolutely. And I'm excited about the fact of having it on me and not leaving it somewhere and being able to grab anything I need as I go.
Right, that makes sense. So you're on the sidelines and your battery starts to get low. Well, now you can just whip the bag around and get to your extra battery without having to leave your post.
Yeah,
right?
Really exciting.
Yeah. And I think it's going to be great too because of the way that it hooks, that second strap. It'll wear like a backpack. So if you're running around following the action, it's not going to be rattling around and everything. And
yeah, and the way it hangs, like the weight isn't, it's very well distributed, so it's comfortable.
Yeah, that's one thing I noticed more than other sling bags that I've tried. It seems to hang more vertically, like more straight up and down. And usually a sling bag is kind of off to the side and a little uncomfortable to me.
I agree. Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome.
All right. Well, we'll let you follow the action and we'll get your take after.
Awesome. Sounds good. Thanks.
Yeah, Al's the gray.
So after shooting for 1/4 wearing the bag, what do you think? Did you notice it at all?
Not much. No.
Yeah.
No.
That's kind of a good measure for me of a bag or any equipment. If I don't think about it at all and I don't have to work around it, that seems like a positive. So any closing thoughts?
No, I really enjoy it. I like the way it hangs. Again, it seems like it distributes the little bit of weight that it is well, and makes it very comfortable. And like you said, don't really notice that it's there, which is a plus.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, and if you need a new bag for the sidelines or anywhere else, then use the link in the description below. See you next time.